Okay, I am so honored and very grateful to be having this particular course testimony with my beloved client, Mary Knippel. Mary, I've got a couple of questions, as you know, and this pertains to the course that you finished the main body of, and now we're into the supplemental group support phase of it, and it's called Ignite Your Intuition for Business Owners. My first question is for you to share about you, what you do, what your expertise is, and then at the end of all this, I would like you to share how people can connect with you. So, what do you do, my love?
I am a soul story writer. I help in transformational leaders to articulate their soul's wisdom in a book, a blog. I have the 3-day Wise Woman Wisdom Retreat where women can come and connect with their creativity and whatever soul's message comes to them during the retreat. And I also have the Written in Her Own Words co-author book for women to tell their transformational story and connect with the world, deliver that message to the world so that they can grow their business, they can leave a legacy beyond this lifetime, and to let the world know who they are and how they serve.
How beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for what you facilitate. Thank you for what your path is. Thank you for doing it no matter what, right?
Right. Articulating my story is a path as well.
Yes, yes. All righty, so now we get into the course questions. Why do you feel, or why do you think that confidently using your intuition is so important in your life?
I have always known that the answers were at the end of a pen. I didn't always know that the inklings that I had was my intuition and the universe connecting with me. And so it's being able to listen and feel and then be able to express it with confidence and clarity.
Mm-hmm. And so where is intuition in that, would you say?
Intuition is the still small voice that will be underscoring, yeah, you're on the right path, or that little feeling, that nagging feeling like, there's something missing. What else am I here to be exploring and sharing?
Mm-hmm. Right, right. And in what ways were you struggling in using your intuition before taking the class? And the class that I'm talking about specifically, because we've done a lot of work together, this particular focus is on the Ignite Your Intuition for Business Owners class. How were you struggling with using your intuition before taking that class?
Is being able to acknowledge to who I was with. I mean, I could feel it in myself, but it was when I was working with a particular client or having a one-on-one with somebody who was a potential client, it's being able to let them know that it's more than, hey, I've gone to school for this. It's that this is part of who I am, and this is how I show up differently than a coach that got a certificate and went through the 6 weeks training. I've been journalist for 35 years. I have this knowing that is hard won, and I'm going to use it for your benefit.
Mm-hmm. So the struggle was that you say that part again, as to what was it that you were grappling with when it came to turning to your intuition in particular?
It was being vocal and visible with, this is what makes me different. I hear between the lines, and I have a knowing, and I get downloads about what's going on, even though you're not talking about it.
Beautiful. So needed now more than ever, really. So now the question is, what have been your beneficial results from taking this class pertaining to your intuition?
I think it's been that I have been more bold in how I show up. Is it's like I'm different because I do this in my own way, and I'm not following somebody else's floor plan, flow that I know there's my flow, and I'm here to guide you in your flow. And I'm I'm articulating it in the written word as well as when I'm speaking and having a conversation with somebody. It's like, this is what I get about you and for you. And I'm not holding back that uh, I'm going to be viewed differently because I said this, and that's not what I want for them or for me. I want everybody to be seen and heard for their unique individuals that they are, including me.
Uh-huh. So it sounds like the results were claiming that you have this connection and that you use it openly and boldly, and that you put it on loudspeaker, that this is what you do. Is that what you're saying?
That this is what I do. I'm the soul story writer, and you can't have a conversation with your soul if you're just sitting in the corner in the dark.
Beautiful. Okay. Moving on here. So what really worked for you in this course? What you found particularly useful for you?
I think being exposed to the various tools that you bring to our toolbox, and having us do them in class, so that it wasn't, here's this sheet, go practice. It's, here we go, we're off and running with this.
Yep, that would be me.
It's, the experience is here and now.
Right. What else? What else were the particular benefits and the particular useful aspects of the course that come to mind?
It's the time to really sit with what what is going on, and not just, oh, you have 2 minutes here, let's jump to. It's taking the time to let us experience them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And was there anything in particular about the structure of the course and yeah, the structure of the course that you found useful and that really, really, really worked for you?
I'm I don't know that the structure, is just that your your method of, okay, we're breaking this down step by step, and we're walking through it, and we're all in it, is, it's the hands-on and the visceral, so that we're taking it in and on every level.
Beautiful, beautiful. This next one is a fun question. Was there one exciting win that occurred during the period of the 6 weeks where you effectively applied your intuition based upon what you learned during that 6 week core class structure?
I don't know that there was one tool that was applied. I think it was the fact that I was in an intuition class, and being vocal about, yeah, I'm really leaning into that I have this gift and I can use it for your advantage. And then having someone who I knew from a networking group say, hey, I think I'm ready to write now, and connect with her, and being able to have the conversation with her is not only, yeah, she was ready to write her book, and I could step into, I think you could use a VIP day too, because let's get you on a solid foundation. And that was big. That was big for me to
Yeah.
even bring up something different. and 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 then she goes, okay, let's go for the VIP day so
Uh,
that I have that foundation and be in the co-author book.
Beautiful. So the win, if I tell me if I've got this. So the win was that during the 6 week core components of the class, you had we'll call it a sales conversation, we'll call it a exploratory conversation with somebody, and you came up with an idea that you had not thought of at the time, but because you were tuning in to what this person needed and what your skill set was, you offered something big for you, a big ask, a big offer, which was a VIP day, which is, more high end. And that you felt came from having done the course, or that the course helped to bolster your confidence to bring that up?
The course solidified, yeah, you're in that league now, and you have those skills to be able to foster someone for another level, because you're at another level.
Ah, fabulous. Okay, that's what we're up to. Good for you. Okay, let's see what's next on my list of questions for you. Yeah, so Mary dear, please state your experiences as to why you would endorse working with me specifically, because there are so many intuition teachers out there. There are so many energy healer teachers out there, me being a combination of both. So why would you endorse me?
We have a long history, and I have experienced you tuning in to the individual. That's very special. And I I don't know that there are that many people out there who develop that kind of relationship, that you're so tuned in. And it's it's so just on a visceral level that um, people miss out never having experienced that,
Yeah.
and give themselves permission to be exposed to a deeper, more enhanced way to be themselves by having somebody else know them in that way.
Mm, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Well, then, based on that, why would you endorse me when you think about how I've interacted with other people in the class, let's say?
Well, you don't let anybody hide. They they sign up for the class, and eh, they get what they put in, even if they have to be prodded. and that's, you won't let anybody not show up and as their whole selves.
Hmm.
And so it's them giving themselves the opportunity to go deeper when they know that they haven't done the work,
Mm-hmm.
but you make the work available and accessible
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm,
that they can achieve what they want to achieve.
Beautiful. And so, did you experience during the course people who might have been quote unquote hiding, and then you saw something happen, some sort of dynamic between me and that person? Is that what you're holding as like a reference point?
I I don't remember if anybody's specifically in this class over the years. I have definitely experienced that and seen people blossom because they wanted to hide, and you knew they were capable of more and you wouldn't allow that to happen.
Mm, thank you. Well, I can chalk that up to two things. A, I'm from New York. And B, yes, it is my sole purpose path. Thank you so much for perceiving it as accurately as you do. All righty. So the last question here, my love, is why would you recommend this course in particular, and to whom? Meaning, where would they be in their life? What would they be experiencing in their life where this course would be such a perfect fit?
Well, so often we have the intuition, we have the ability, and we just kind of chalk it up to, oh, it was a coincidence. Oh, that could happen to anybody. Oh, and we just want to brush it off because it could mean we're too woo woo. And I'm 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 here to say that I'm happy to be woo woo because that's that's where the stories are. and and to have a deeper relationship with where your gut is telling you to go, the instincts that make you you, why wouldn't you want to know more? Why wouldn't you have the take advantage of the opportunity to be guided to learn how to access that deep part of you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
whether you have a business or not? It's to be able to recognize I can be more, and I want to know all the factors and the facets of the beautiful diamond that I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And so, what that's so beautifully put, what might be going on in their life? Like, let's have you come up with some scenarios that you think people might be experiencing in their life where this course would be a solution, would be a road out into something much better for them.
They might be at a standstill. They might think, I tried this, I tried this. I launched that. It fell flat. Um, I just I don't know why things aren't working, or they're ready to move on, and they don't know, should I do this? Should I do that? And they're weighing the pros and cons, and takes and they keep weighing the pros and cons, and they don't take action. They're either spinning their wheels or they're stuck. Either way, they're not moving forward.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's true. Thank you. Well, sweetheart, it has been, this kind of sounds trite, but honestly, I don't know how else to say it. It has been a heartfelt honor over these years to watch you become who you have become. And the fact that this course was another, um, I'm seeing lots of different pictures in my mind, another stream of the river to move you further along. just touches my heart because now, especially with all that's going on in this country, people being able to even know how to go inside to find what they want to write about,
Mhm.
to find that their life situations actually has a story of value, not only for their own self-healing, but to help their communities. And that's what you do. And so to be part of your journey has just been so precious for me. I thank you for inviting me on your soul purpose path. I thank you for being part of my community. I thank you for being part of this course. And let's conclude with you spelling out how people can be in touch with you.
So my website is yourwritingmentor.com, and you can get right to my calendar at yourwritingmentor.com/call dash Mary. And if they don't find a time on that calendar, they could send me an email, Mary at Your Writing Mentor, and say, I want to talk to you. I'd love to come to the retreat. I'd love to be part of the co-author book. I have some ideas, or just to see if we're a fit, because their story matters and their story makes a difference, but it has to be told, and the world has to hear it.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, my lovely.
Thank you.
Bye for now, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.